Alright, what's up, y'all? Period. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. It's free. Okay, yeah, it's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. Okay, so I used to make videos, but I haven't made videos in like years. So I'm back. And yeah, so now that we're grown, we're gonna throw out some grown content. Cause period, what the fuck? Like we're grown now, and we have grown people problems, and people don't know about it, and we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna discuss about it. Okay, well first, honey, please, selfish. Anyway, because we are grown now, we have grown people drinks. Okay, I am currently sipping on some pink lemonade and Patron. Get you some, because this video about to be everywhere. It's kind of a downer. Well, it's not. I mean, I'm over it, I guess, a little bit. But you know, whatever, it is what it is now. Can't change. You can't change nothing. All right, this video is gonna be about how a bitch had a hysterectomy at 21. Oh shit. Oh. 2-1. Ooh, 2-1. What am I doing? Oh my god. It's serious. It's serious. I'm dead serious. Like, I'm dead serious. Y'all probably like, over her already. Baby, I'm over me. It's fine. But alright. I'm gonna be talking to y'all today about why I had to have a hysterectomy at 21. I mean, it was pretty devastating. But the bitch is healed. You know, she's okay now. You know what I'm saying? Get at me about a year ago, I would be weeping Wanda. But what is it that we can do about it now? Nothing but move forward, move on, grow, learn from this experience. Like, who has time to be traumatized? Not me. You know, it's pretty traumatic, but it's fine. We're good. Okay. Because I also wanted to make this video because when I first found out that I had to have a hysterectomy, baby, first of all, there's nobody having hysterectomies this young. And if they are, I don't know where they are. Couldn't find their videos on YouTube. It was only a little bit. Like, it was only some young people. Most women that have hysterectomies are like in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s type stuff. Like it's older women having them. And another one was I wasn't seeing any young black women having hysterectomies. So I'm just like, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to do with this? So I'm just like feeling like the only person in the world who has ever had a hysterectomy. Yeah. I'm blowing this. It's fine though. But look. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you my story. We're gonna drink my drink. And we're gonna move on. And then hopefully the next video after this will be on a lighter note. But I'm just telling you this story because a lot of people don't know that about me. They don't know that about me. I've asked my family to not speak about it because I wasn't ready to speak about it. But now, bitch can speak about it. Her. Okay. So, I had to have... Okay, I'm finna start y'all off from the beginning. Okay, rewind. So, the year, 2019, she was a motherfucker. People said it was 2020, but it was really 2019. Let's talk about it. Yeah. So, I was having abnormal bleeding, and I was on my period for way too long. And that's another thing. If blood makes you squeamish, I'm not gonna show you no pictures. But if y'all don't like me talking about it, this probably isn't the vid for you. Anyway, because we're gonna get into it. Period. So anyway, I was having very abnormal bleeding. I was bleeding heavily. When I say heavily, I mean that. I mean, I was clotting. It was a mess. I've never really had I used to have a regular cycle, like when I was like 14. I'm 23 now. Then I stopped having one for a long time, and then like I would Google it. You know, this is why you're not supposed to Google stuff. I would Google it, and it'd be like, you know, if you're stressed out, weight gain, weight loss changes it, stress. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay, I'm a teenager. I'm playing soccer. You know, my weight is going up and down. High school is kind of stressful for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, high school is stressful to high schoolers, okay? Looking back on it, a bit wasn't really stressed. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it like, okay, I don't really know what's going on. Okay, so, fast forward to 2019, I'm on my period. And I'm on that thing. Like, baby, it's coming up on like 2 months. I'm wearing a pad every day. Every day I'm wearing that mug. I'm like, okay, I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm getting sick of this. Like, and then could you imagine being on your period for that long and having period symptoms? Bitch, what the fuck? I mean, I'm hungry. I'm upset. I'm emotional. This is every day of 2019, honey. Like, this was never ending. So, and like, it was so draining because it just seemed like my period was trying to make up for lost times. Because like I said, I never really had a regular period, so it wasn't never like on time all the time. But when it came, it was for a week, and then it wouldn't come for months. And then when it come, it'll be for 7 days straight. It was always 7 days. Whenever it came, it didn't matter. It was always 7 days. So I felt like, and I hadn't had one in a long time, I feel like it was making up for lost time, sweetie. So I was talking to my mom, and she decided that it would be best if I go to the doctor. So, because you know, like, if you have a heavy cycle, that you can, you know, get on birth control, and like it could either like make it regular, or you know, it could get rid of it. I mean, we all were shooting for getting rid of it, but you know what I'm saying? But if it was gonna be regular, I would have taken that over how it was coming every day, because that was a miss. So like, I'm going to these clinics. I'm going to these clinics, and you know, I'm not really getting any results. You know what I'm saying? These people, they sticky stuff up my vagina, gels up there. You know what I'm saying? We're still not getting anywhere. So the lady at the clinic referred me to this specialist at Barnes. So I ended up going to a specialist, and from there we went. I had like my very first like pap smear. I had to have like an ultrasound. I had to have like, is it still an MRI if it's in your vagina? I was under the thing, and it was making a lot of noise. I had to do one of those to see what was going on. Now at first, when I had my pap smear and my ultrasound, I had to have an ultrasound. When I had my ultrasound, they were like, you have, the lining of your uterus is thick, and that's probably what's causing you to bleed. So I was like, okay, like, I don't know what you do with that kind of information, but okay. Then there was like, also, you could have a polyp, and polyps can also make you bleed. But if it's a polyp, we would need to remove it ASAP, because they can sometimes carry cancerous cells. Well, I'm just like, okay, well, hopefully it's just this little thick ass lining, and we just, you know, scrape it down and we can move forward. Because they said that if that's what it was, just like my lining of my uterus was thick, you know, they could scrape the walls of it, make it thin, and then like, be done. Like, it's not even a surgery, it's a procedure. It didn't take long. It was like an in and out thing. You didn't have to stay overnight at the hospital to get this procedure or anything. So I'm thinking that's what we're gonna have to do. So, excuse me, honey, ghetto. Anyway, so They get my results back from my ultrasound. And I'm sorry if this is all over the place, because that's kind of how it went. So they get my results back from my ultrasound. They said I had a thick lining and a polyp. So I had to have a hysterectomy. It's something like that. It's a hysterectomy. That's what it's called. And that's when they go in and they scrape the walls of your uterus, and they go in and they see if there's any polyps, and they said this was when they would remove the polyp. Also, they said when I got this procedure, they were gonna, like I said, scrape the walls of my uterus, remove the polyp, and put an IUD in, because that was the whole purpose of me going to the doctor, was getting on birth control so it could stop my period. So this has been going on for months at this point, because I started going to the doctor around like late March, April, and I didn't have to have the hysterectomy until July. So this whole time, like, I'm still bleeding, I'm wearing a pad every day, I'm emotional, you know what I'm saying? This is every day. So I had the procedure. They scraped the lining of my uterus, they scraped it out. They removed the polyp, and they also inserted the IUD into me. Okay, now after this procedure, I wasn't supposed to be bleeding anymore, and I was supposed to go back like to normal type, right? So I had the IUD in, and after the procedure, you know, like I said, it wasn't like, you know, you stay home. I went home, I slept, and I don't know why, but for 2 weeks, I felt like I was on cloud nine. I felt the happiest, because I felt like I didn't have any more period symptoms. Like, that was it. Like, I felt like my regular self. Like, I was happy. I wanted to go to school. I wanted to go to school. If you know me, I don't never want to go to school. I wanted to go to school, honey. I wanted to go to school. I wanted to go learn. So, everybody, honey. Because she wants to make an entrance so bad. She wants to be a part of what I got going on so bad. That's crazy. I'm covering my whole dog, but we're not going to talk about it. That's not what we're here for. Anyway. So, I don't even remember where I was at. Let's take a sip. Oh, I was happy because I didn't have any more period symptoms. I wasn't clotting anymore. At this point, I was just spotting. But after a couple of days after the procedure, you're supposed to stop spotting. I never stopped spotting. So, I think, like I said, 2 weeks later, I will never forget this day. It was the worst day of my life. August 12th, 2019, I get a call from my doctor, and she's like, "Hey, Felice, I need you to come in. We have your results from your procedure." Like I said, the procedure, the hysterectomy was the scraping of my uterus, and that's when they scrape that stuff off, they're like testing it to make sure like everything's fine, and they would be testing the polyp and all of that. So, like, I'm at work, and I didn't know she had the results, like, but that's what I end up going to go hear about the results. I didn't know she had the results. So I'm like, oh, I didn't know, I forgot all about this appointment. Can we reschedule it? Because I'm already at work. And then she's like, "No, I really need you to come in now." I was like, okay. So I call my mama, and she takes me to my appointment. So I go in, and I speak to my doctor, and you know, she looking some kind of way, but I'm not knowing like what she about to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she just was tired. She had a long day. You know what I'm saying? She looking like, you know, she looking crazy, but you know, I don't know what's really going on. So, you know, she sit me down, and she started talking, and she started saying like stuff like, "Yeah, when we got your results back, we did find some cancer." Whoa. I said, wait a minute. wait a minute. I'm not even playing. I told her, hold on, let me call my mom. Call my mom, put her on speaker, and I said, can you say what you said again? And I was like, I made sure my mama could hear everything that she was saying. She was like, okay, we not gonna cry. Anyway, so she was like, when we did the test on ghetto, she's a hood rat. Anyway, when we did the test, when we ran the test on the stuff that we scraped out, they were basically saying that they found endometrial cancer. And she was like, I'm glad that we caught it this soon because it hasn't progressed. It hasn't left your uterus. And it's still in the very early stages. I was like, okay. So I'm thinking in my head, like, okay, so we're probably going to have another hysterectomy. You know what I'm saying? They're probably going to scrape that cancer out, you know, bam, bam, boom. You know, it is what it is. I'm going to be healthy bitch again, right? She sits there and she was like, we would have to have a hysterectomy. I said, okay, not like at the age of 21, like I know what a hysterectomy is, but like when you talking about me, I don't know what a hysterectomy is. You know what I'm saying? Like what you saying? Like, so I'm like, okay, so we gotta have a hysterectomy. So she was like, so we would have to remove your uterus. And I said, remove my uterus? So at this point, I can't remember if my mama is still on the phone or if I told her that I was like I don't know, because at this point, like what she needed to hear from the doctor was already said. Now this is the point of the doctor visit where I'm talking to my doctor, and it's just me and her, and I'm just like, so I mean, I can't have kids? Like, is that what you're saying to me? And she's like, yeah, you would not be able to give birth to children. I said, I'm dead ass. I said, okay. So I'm not finna break down in tears in front of this woman. It's not happening. I'm not finna do it. So I thank her for, you know, getting me to come in, because you see that I was about to reschedule the appointment, like, because I'm thinking it's not nothing major. Like, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking at this point. So I'm just like, okay, I thank her for telling me, and well, boy, I can't even talk right now. As soon as I left the room that we were in, bitch, I started to like cry. And I mean, I I wasn't like crying hard, but it was just like, it was so much to process at this time. Like, I had just turned 21. Like I said, I turned 21 May 19th. Here it is, August 12th. Like, dang, like I ain't even been 21 this year, like 21 that long. Like, this can't be what it is to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, this can't be what it is. So like, that's what I'm thinking the whole time. So I'm just like, okay. So I'm like walking down, because like we're on like some floors in the hospital. So I'm like on the elevator, walking down, like I'm crying, but I'm trying to hold it together because I don't want to see, you know, I don't want my mama to know I'm crying. Even though like it's not a problem, but I'm just like, I didn't feel like crying. I didn't want to be doing all of that. I had to have, like I said, that was August 12th. I didn't have my hysterectomy until October 28th. I did do research on what would be the best, because, you know, I read some testimonies. Well, I guess they're not testimonies, but I read some stuff that people that was like in the same situation as I am, and they were trying to wait. And when they waited, you know, the cancer spreaded. And I'm just like, I can't have this be spreading, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't have this spreading throughout my body, you know what I'm saying? I have to get rid of it. Like it's as emotional as I'm going to be, I can't deal with living with cancer. Like, I can't do it. So I'm like, okay, I didn't get to that point where I was like, I don't even want the uterus no more. Like, throw the bitch away. Like, that took like a couple of days. But the first day, I was just like, dang, like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that I'm gonna have to get this hysterectomy. Like it's still so crazy to me that still happened. Like, I have scars and everything from the surgery, but it's just like, it's crazy because I never thought like that I would be the one. Like, you don't never think that type of stuff like could happen to you until it happens to you. So mentally, I like to think that I am a very confident person. This tore my mental apart. This tore my confidence apart. I didn't know who I was. For a while, I questioned even if I was a woman. Not to say that like I thought I was a man, or that the only way you can be a woman is if you have children. But children were important to me. Like, I would joke that I wasn't having kids, but I knew deep down inside that I would always be a mother. Like, period. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm gonna have some kids. I'm gonna have some that look just like me with the freckles and everything running around. So, like, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't gonna be a mom. You know what I'm saying? And especially throughout this process, it was always in the back of my head, like, wow, like, what if you can't have kids? And my boyfriend at the time was like, you know, you can't think like that, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not living it like I'm living it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm thinking about all the time. Like, am I going to be a mother one day? Am I going to be able to be pregnant? And like I said, at this point, I didn't hate people kids. I just couldn't be around people kids. It was only certain kids that I could be around. Like, I could only be around my cousin baby and my mom's friend's kids. Like, she has 2 of them. Other than that, if it was some kids in the midst, I didn't want them around me. I did not like kids. They stressed me out. Pregnant women made me cry. And then it's like that time, I don't know why, but it just seemed like everybody was having a baby shower. Everybody was having a gender reveal. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, like, it's so crazy that when you don't pay stuff attention, like when you don't pay attention to a lot of stuff, like, you notice a lot of stuff afterwards, if that makes sense. Like, after being told that I couldn't have kids, I'm seeing kids everywhere. I'm seeing kids every day on social media, outside, at school. And then I'm going to Paul Mitchell Cosmetology School at that. I'm in a school full of women. And, you know, at that time, people were graduating. And, you know, they would graduate. And there would be older women there, too. And they would graduate, have their kids there. You know what I'm saying? Like, the family. And it was too much for me. I had ended up taking an LOA from school. Because school was just too much. I could not deal with having to have a hysterectomy and going to school and being around all these women that could have kids. Like, I couldn't do it. So I ended up taking the LOA, and I just worked. I was like, we had a family little restaurant or whatever. And, you know, I was there working with my dad, my uncle, my grandpa, you know, trying to like surround myself around family, because, you know, I couldn't be with them. I couldn't be with the women up at that school that was getting pregnant, having kids. I couldn't be around it. Because I remember one moment, this girl graduated, and I feel like she was older. She has to be older than me. She was older than me. But her daughter was probably like 2 years old. The cutest little baby I'd ever seen in my life. And she ran up to her mom, you know, telling her, you know, congratulations, you know, that she was happy for her mom. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, she just graduated, you know, cosmetology school. I see this and I am in shambles. I am crying. I am a mess. I knew right then and there that I knew that I wasn't going to be able to continue for a minute. I needed to get this surgery, come back and rebuild myself. Like, that's what I knew I had to do. I ended up cutting my hair all off, because that's another thing. When I get stressed out or I feel like I need to make a change, I'll cut all my hair off. That's why this wig is on. But that's neither here nor there. But I'm saying I will cut this hair off in a heartbeat. Won't even think about it. But it was a lot. It was a very challenging time for me. A lot of people that was around me that cared for me didn't know how to. I'm not saying they didn't know how to be there for me, and I'm not mad at them for that, because I didn't know how to be there for me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the wrong things were said, a lot of the wrong things were done. I don't hold that against them, but I'm just saying, like, it was a new experience. It was a different experience for everyone. You know, it was life-changing for me. You know, so I walked around pretty much mad at the world. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is this happening to me? Like, you know, yeah, I joke about not having kids, but, you know, like, I didn't really mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't ask for that. You know, you said, you know, you never think for a second that you won't be able to have kids. Like, that never ever crossed my mind until, you know, that 2019 happened, you know? But, I mean, I just took it basically day by day. Day by day. Okay, let me stop. I just basically took it day by day. And, you know, I would say that I was depressed. Because I cried a lot. I don't really claim that girl depression, but if that's what it was, then that's just what it is. I did cry every day. I cried every day, all the time, because it was just, I would be having a good day. Even if I were having a good day, the thought would just pop up in my head, like, you're never having kids. Like, just like that. Like, I don't know who that little monster was that would just pop up in my head, like, you're never having kids. You're never having kids. You're never having kids. And baby, I would hear that and be fucking crying my ass off. Crying my motherfucking ass off. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny in this video, but I'm dead serious. Like, I would be, oh my God. But I'm just happy that I'm at the point where I am now, where I'm able to talk about it. Because, baby, don't come to me about the conversation. Don't talk to me about the conversation. That was me a year ago. We do not talk about this. We act as if this didn't happen a year ago. But it very much so did happen, where I'm able to talk about it now. I did make this video because I don't know if there's other women out there that's like me, young black women, to really just say it that way. Because a lot of people wanted me to talk to people who had hysterectomies, but it was hard for me to try to talk to them and connect with them because they were all older women that already had children. That was the thing for me. I'm just like, okay, I don't have any kids. Give me somebody that you know who had a hysterectomy that didn't have no kids, that's my age, and that's a black woman. Because I totally felt alone. Like, I had the most support around me, but it was like I was alone because nobody knew how I really felt about it. And I mean, I didn't really tell or talk to nobody really about it, except my best friend. He knew a little bit, but even still, like, I didn't really talk to him about it because the topic itself made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable. I didn't want to talk about this at all. I could, at that time, I could have went my whole life without talking about it. Like, and I just felt like, even though that's what I was going through, I didn't never want to talk about it and bring somebody's day down. You know, and I said that one day to somebody, and it was like, you shouldn't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make me feel better. And, you know, and they're right. I shouldn't feel like that, but that's how I felt. Like, I mean, I could talk about it now, but I'm probably not going to anymore. Unless y'all have any questions on how I deal with it and what the actual procedure consisted of and all of this, you know. I did, I know after I had to have my surgery, I don't want to butcher this medication up. They tried to give me oxycodone. I think that's what they tried to give me, but medicine like that scares me. So I was on Tylenol, I think 500. And that was the most pain I had ever been in. I had stitches on my stomach. It took probably about 2, maybe 3 weeks for the pain to be like completely gone. The first week was hell because I couldn't move, you know? And I'm at home and I'm like still doing stuff for myself. Like still had to like use the bathroom, still had to take a shower. Like the first day I got home, I'm not gonna lie, I did not take a shower because it hurt too much. It hurted too much to try to sit up in the bed. My bed ended up breaking, so then it was like this. So I would be sitting here and trying to like maneuver your way out of the bed, and you have stitches on your stomach. Baby, let's talk about it. It was not cute. It was not cute. Dealing with that surgery made me want a BBL, but that's neither. Excuse you. That's what I'm talking about. She ghetto. Damn. Anyway, but that pain that I felt during that made me want to get a BBL, because I'm just like, if I can go through that and I only took Tylenol, I can give me a BBL. I can give me a little ass. So yeah, again, I'm all over the place with this video. I apologize if I was ever confusing, but at this point in my life, I kind of want to be done with that chapter and trying to like grow from it and become the best woman that I can be. Mentally, I'm better. I still don't think I am where I am. Wait, what am I trying to say? I'm not where I am. Wait, what am I trying to say? Because now I'm finna start singing King Line. I am what I am. Okay, so mentally, I am better, but I'm still not where I was before I found out I had to have the hysterectomy. There, I was I feel like mentally I was in a better headspace. Confidence, I'm very much so getting my confidence back. If you haven't noticed throughout this video, sweet. Okay, like I'm getting my shit back. Excuse me, I'm a grown ass woman. I'll be popping my shit. That's what I'm about to be doing. Period. My baby dog. She's so tired. Bitch don't work no jab. She don't have no jab. Anyway, but yeah. I don't know why I'm getting like stuffed nose and where that's coming from. Probably too cold in this apartment, but whatever. But I mean, I feel like this should be the end of the video because I don't really know what else to say. If y'all have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Leave them in the comments. And I will respond because I don't have nothing else to do. So I will respond to your questions and your comments and your concerns. If you want an in-depth video on how my recovery was, we can talk about it. If you would like a video on how I build myself back up mentally and got my confidence back, we could talk about it, sweets. We could talk about it if we want to talk about it. If that's what you want to do, we could talk about it. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for today's video. And I didn't even sip my Patron, honey. It's so good. So damn, you hit the spot. period. But that is it for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please stay tuned for more videos. I did not put in my intro what kind of videos I'm going to be making, because baby, I don't know what kind of videos I'm going to be making. I'm just going to make them and post them, and hopefully you like them. Period. Like, what else am I supposed to do? You see my nails? Grown women get French tips. Period. You didn't hear from me. I just told you. Like, tell a friend to tell a friend to share my videos and get some French tips. You're welcome. You're welcome. But like I said, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe me. I have a good day. Baby. Have a good day. Have a good day. Have a good day. And if you having a hysterectomy, have a good day. You gonna be okay. Have a good day. Cause you gonna be okay. Yeah.